Then there was 4.
Oh my God, you guys! Welcome everyone. Apparently, we are having a party here this morning, and so with that, I had to rush to put together a little 4 slot here. So we got all 4 of us. We got Jason, we got Alana, we got Zoe, we got myself, and everybody else. Come on in, have a party. Let's just jump right in here. So welcome. I'm going to quickly turn it over to Zoe for a second because I got to go answer the door.
This is why we're on here. So
let's play a quick game of what office are we all in. See if people can figure this out. Because
okay,
the only
right.
one that's known, I think, right now is Alana, because everybody knows.
Everyone knows where I am.
One is he's in the Nottingham kitchen. Jason, Jason, I feel like you're in Wolfboro. I don't know.
No, you're close.
Well, then Meredith.
No, I'm in Dover. So
I know Jason's not in Meredith because that's where I am.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I am in the Nottingham kitchen.
Yes, exactly. All right. So today I'm in Meredith. We have a launch meetup today in Meredith. So anyone who is on this morning and wants to come over and join me at noon here in real life in the Meredith training room, we will be doing a meetup and mastermind. I'm very excited about it. And then Jason is here to talk with us today about a very special night school today. Very special.
Tonight on a very special blossom.
Tonight, very special Thursday night school. We also today have Thursday. With Thursday, there is no Millionaire Real Estate Agent series on Thursday today. So if you join on and it's not there, it's because it is Monday. I'm sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Doot doot doot. Do we lose her? No, we didn't lose her.
What's that?
You were stuttering there. The little breakup.
Yeah, everyone else was too. It's not me, it's you. Definitely.
Wow. Wow.
We just broke up.
Wow. I know. I feel it's like, oh my God, it's the relationship ended, but it's not me, it's you.
On KW Connect,
man.
disruptive strategies to increase your GCI without selling more homes. That is a very curious. I am curious to know what those strategies are, and I know
I'm
James
dying to know what that means.
Right? Yeah, I want to know. Anyway, all right. So that's what's on the calendar for today.
All right.
Very excited that I have company this morning as opposed to yesterday morning where you guys, it was like the window when it's just you on, the window gets so big and you're like, oh my gosh. Okay. We are it's not a close-up, but feels like it.
It gets scary, yeah.
Glad to have company this morning.
Yeah. So Alana, what's going on with you?
What's going on with me? So today is Thursday. And
yeah, Zoe established that for us, by the way.
Thanks, Zoe. I typically hop on Thursdays. And something that I really wanted to share with you guys is we learned recently about a new update in Command to help you with your Facebook ads. And specifically with the audience in your Facebook ads. So if you are creating a Facebook ad in Command, which I highly recommend that you do, keep everything all in one space so you get a lead and it goes directly into your database. Anyway, so you go to the Facebook settings and you'll see that you can now customize and save audiences. And then there's a little meter to the right-hand side that tells you how, defined your audience is and roughly how many people you will be targeting with your ad.
So to kind of break that down to what it is, if you didn't know this, inside of Command, of course, you can create a Facebook ad and publish that ad onto Facebook and purchase it, right? So you can do that from within Command. When you do that, you have the ability to specify what you're looking for in a target audience, who you're trying to reach. And when you are trying to reach them, you have a lot of different things about interests and activities that people have basically said that they like to do. And so Facebook will say, okay, so I see these people that like to do these things, and you can pick those as targets. And now what you're saying, Alana, is that instead of having to do that every single time for every single Facebook ad that you put out, you can store that audience as a defined target audience. So I haven't looked at this yet, Alana, so I have a question for you if you've been playing around with this. Can you have multiple defined target audiences?
You can, which is awesome. So when you are creating the ad, you have the option to either allow Facebook to put your ad in front of whoever. Then you have the option to customize your audience. And then you have the option to use one of your saved audience. So if you decide to do that, you'll just click on the little drop down menu and you can choose which audience you would like to use. Wow. It's really amazing. And this is great for the purpose of retargeting ads. So you run one ad, it performs all right, but not as well as you would have hoped it would perform. So then you do a retargeting campaign and you might narrow down that audience a little bit more. So this just gives you great opportunity to actually use your dollars and invest it into ads and be more specific and know who you are targeting and really define who it is that you are targeting.
And when you think about it, but the ability to do not only the targeting, the original concept was cool, but because you couldn't save it and because you couldn't reuse it, it was a little frustrating because when you ran the second ad, if you wanted to try and refine it, you would kind of have to go back and go, what did I do? Unless you actually wrote it down, or if you kind of tracked it yourself, you'd be like, wait a minute, what were the things that I chose? How did I do this? And so now, to your point, Alana, being able to target again, but better, and then just kind of refine that down to the point where you're really reaching exactly who you want to reach. And now you've hit the jackpot because you can reuse that again and again and again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome.
So it saves time, saves some frustration as well. Because what I did for defining my audience was I just put it all down on a Google Doc. It would go based off of that. And then it would just take up a lot of time because you have to check box every single thing.
Yep.
But this is nice because it's already saved, pardon me, and you can see the actual number of people that you are targeting. So
that is fantastic.
So Alana, these are features that are available if you use the Facebook business page to build your ad. Is that correct? And they've added those features into Command as well to be able to do basically the same functionality as in the Facebook platform, but through Command, so that you're able to use those great saved audience features, and also take advantage of the KW relationship with Facebook that basically maximizes your ad dollars, because we are a block. All KW is a block. Am I getting that right?
Yeah, hit the nail on the head there.
Cool.
So what do you think of that, Jason?
I think that the whole process of being able to take your ad and snipe it, right? I always think of pinpointing people that you really want to get into, especially if you're doing client appreciation parties and you just want to invite your clients, or you're trying to do something that's maybe revolved around the duck pond, and you're trying to get people that are into winter sports, and people that hate winter sports or hate being in the cold. You don't want them getting the ad. I just think that it's an opportunity to do different stuff at a different level, and really see what's out there as far as what people really engage in. And I want the data feedback of what people engage in versus what they don't. I think is huge.
That's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Now,
and another thing too that I thought about as we were talking about this is it really allows you to kind of develop your marketing strategy as well, because you need to have a defined audience when you're doing a Facebook ad. And if you don't already define, who it is that you're targeting with your business, this is a great opportunity to do so, to stick with it and to run with it through Facebook ads. So it kind of forces you to do some strategizing. And if you need help with that, then let me know and we can start, narrowing down who it is that you want to target with your business and do this with.
So what I heard you just say is that some people create a marketing strategy that they actually think about and plan out their strategy for marketing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
I wonder how that would impact your success rate with getting
Yeah.
responses. I wonder if that would be something that we should look into. What a great
I think
idea.
Yeah, I think that everyone should because it gives you purpose. So now when you do marketing, you're not just putting out a post on a random Monday afternoon for the heck of it. Like you're doing it with purpose. You've defined what you're doing, when you're doing, and who you are going to be speaking specifically to.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so this is
Oh.
an interesting little comment here. You guys all see this?
Who's that
Wow.
from?
That's Anne Marie.
Anne-Marie.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Love
That is
it.
so sweet of you to say that. It's completely untrue because I'm here, but other than that,
Not true.
Not true.
Not true. Not
All right,
true.
so listen,
We're glad you're here, Marie. Thanks.
yes, we're very glad to have you guys all here. So I want to bring up one thing that I can't talk about beyond telling you, because Alana and I have just discovered that there is something new in opportunities in command, and it literally hit me yesterday, and I
think I
had
know
no. You know what it is? Do you know
I don't know. I think I maybe know, but it's
what?
a total
What do you
guess.
think it is?
Is it in the listing side of opportunities?
It is.
It's here,
It's-
you guys. This is so exciting.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to tell you what I found, and then because Zoe seems to know more than I do, I'm going to turn it over to her. What it is there's a new tab inside of an opportunity on the listing opportunities, and it's called marketing. And it is now when you go into a listing, if you're familiar, you have your details tab, you have your consumer, your consumer app tab there. Then you have your documents tab, and then your commissions and stuff. They've added a new tab for marketing, and we just found out about it. But apparently, Zoe, you know what it is. Talk to me.
I do know what it is. So I know what it is because if I had this a year ago, man, stuff would be different. You guys, managing listings is going to be so much easier for you. Oh my gosh. Because as you know, every listing has its own marketing collateral, obviously, because that's how we tell people about our listings. This is a way to keep all of your files about a particular listing in one place in command in the listing opportunity. Alana, right?
Wait, so
I'm
question.
like jumping off my seat, you guys.
Does this mean that it will help people establish a marketing strategy for a specific listing?
Uh-huh.
What? Get out of town.
So
Oh, yeah.
while you guys are talking about listings and marketing and advertising, I need everyone to know, because they're listening right now, is that the policy and procedure on marketing has been rewritten. Jason Poole has been working on it. The word prominently displayed, which is in all of our states, has a definition now, meaning bigger than yours. So Keller Williams, Coastal Lakes and Mountains needs to be bigger than the team logo.
Okay.
So if you guys are out there doing ads, I will tell you the reason why we're stretching this right now is because, said with love, there are a lot of agents right now that are not doing business at a high level, so they're bored, and instead of going to get business, they're picking on you guys. And they're turning us in and writing letters, and we're getting stuff saying, hey, this isn't right, that isn't right.
Oh
So
my gosh.
be displayed, according to the states, is bigger than. So we have updated the policy and procedure guideline on the Keller Williams side, which all you guys have a copy of that. If you go into the Google Drive, it is in there. Be on the lookout, guys. I will tell you that it's coming down. There's a lot of talks about open houses. There's a lot of talks about whether or not, if you're a buyer's agent and you have a property under agreement, whether you're allowed to put that on the Facebook, on your Facebook page, even though you are the buy agent. Come and learn about all this tonight at night school. We're going to discuss all this stuff. We're also going to discuss leasebacks. Leasebacks are becoming a major problem. Great, it's a great idea in theory, yet there are some banking laws that we have to worry about. So tonight, night school, 6:00, we're going to be talking about some of the prominent displayed. We're going to be talking about leasebacks, and we're going to be talking about a few other things that have been coming up. But the biggest one's going to be definitely the leasebacks and the rentbacks, whether it's going to be a lease or a licensing agreement, and what are the differences are and how to get a hold of them from the state you're in. So,
What is some of the other things? You said that there's more. Tease us more.
Well, we're going to be talking about escalation clauses when it comes to prices and getting your offer in quicker.
Okay.
Right. So what are we seeing? We're seeing agents put properties on Thursday, open house on Saturday, review offers by Monday. How do we get around that? There is a law that states that offers need to be presented in a timely manner. You put it in your offer with an escalation clause that's going to help your offer get in front of a seller quicker, because we have to take the agent out of it. Right. I know the law, but we also know that there are agents that are saying, well, we hear this a lot when I talk to agents, not ours, other brokerages. Why wasn't this done? I didn't want to. I. It's never an I. It's client's choice, right? And the law states that offers need to be in front of clients immediately. So if the client says that, yes, but if there's some clauses you can write and do that are pretty tricky, pretty catchy that we're using. So kind of learn about that tonight. That's another thing we're going to talk about.
Very cool, very cool. So we started this morning, and for those of you who don't know, we actually kind of do a little meetup about a few minutes before we begin the talk here on the Quick Start. And we talked about some of the things we're going to talk about, but we've kind of expanded those topics quite a lot this morning. You guys are getting some really good stuff. This is a very jam-packed information center today. So super duper thanks to Jason and Alana and Zoe for joining us. I have someone here in the chat. I'm going to bring it up. It's a big question here. I'm going to see if I can fit this into the chat. And it is from Carol Goodwin, and it's a really good question, actually.
No, it's not.
It is. It's a good question. It is a good question. It's just
good. We've got a split panel on this issue.
Well, see, the thing is, here's why I think it's a good question, because she's asking if, in general opinion, is my job going to be easier with integration of our apps if I switch to an iPhone? I'm not going to answer that, and Jason, don't answer it either. Because what I think we should do is leave this in the chat area and get some opinions on whether or not Android or iPhone suits real estate agents better with our technology. So being totally, platform agnostic here, I don't really care about what the answer is. I use an iPhone, but I can't answer whether an Android is comparable or better or anything like that. What I think we should do is just put this into the chat area and say, listen, let's go ahead and throw a discussion in there about that. Your experiences with, using the different apps on Android and iPhone, because I think experience is going to really answer the question better than an opinion here from any one of us. Or so just put that out there, Carol.
That is so personal. How people use their phones. There's so much personal preference involved in the experience of using one app over another. And I know she's specifying here all the apps, like for sending documents, videos, etc. And of course, iPhones and Androids have all the documents for all of those things. All the apps for all of those things. You can scan. There are scanning apps for both. There are video apps for both. So it's in terms of like a purely technological, like platform standpoint, I would tend to agree with Robert that there is no one right answer. It's much more personal preference. And I will go back to the inconvenient answer that I always do. You can decide if you like it or not this morning. Whichever one you will use, right? What's the right calendar for me? I don't know. The one that gets you to your appointments on time. That's the one that's right for you, right? If you find you're missing appointments, then you probably need to try a different way, right? Different type of calendar. But if it works for you, it works for you. And, that's it. It's not reinvent the wheel. If it's working, go for it. Keep doing it.
Agreed. So, and on a final note on that.
What do you use, everybody, in the chat?
Yeah, put them in there. The apps that are available, as Zoe said, an Android phone is a Google phone. It doesn't mean it's made by Google, but it's a Google platform. Sorry, I've got hammers and nails going on. So, I'll say this real quick. They're available on both platforms. I think the experience is what you're looking for. So take a look at that.
Can I say one thing on the social media end of that? If you guys are wondering the answer for social media, I will say from experience, something that I got very frustrated with with my college. Actually, for a short time, they had someone managing their social media, and this person had an Android, and the fonts and the looks of the Instagram stories were different than what I was used to using an iPhone. And I'm not sure if it's still the same way, but I remember like I would look through all of the stories and I'd be like, people who use Androids, like they look different, and I was not used to it, and it would get me frustrated. So
Do you
if
mean they
you're
look
asked,
different on the platform? So if you use an Android to post, it looks different?
yeah, only specifically with the stories though, not with like an actual Instagram post. In the Instagram stories, if you would look through, at least I can easily point out who's using an Android and who's using an iPhone just by the font. So, and that is also very like
Wow.
nitpicky, like maybe just like marketing thing because I'm obsessed with fonts. But uh, so that's just a me thing. So
Vanilla.
vanilla, yes, which I was
Vanilla.
not able to download on my computer. I still
I
can't figure that
love
out,
that
Robert.
font. I am
Still
now
can't figure it
obsessed with
out.
that font. All right.
Jason, which
Anyways,
Crazy.
font makes contracts more binding?
The ones that
time
are
to be
clear.
going.
The
ones that are clear.
Yes.
The ones that are clear. A monospaced font.
Yes. New Times Roman. That's the easiest one.
Yeah.
So, okay,
All
well,
right.
this has been some good stuff. Is there anything else you guys would like to add? Because I'm probably going to mute myself in about 2 seconds. So I'm going to kind of like let you guys go for a minute.
Actually, two more things that I want to mention. Yesterday on Facebook, I posted about how we are collecting your charitable initiatives that you are doing in the local community, because we want to know how you guys are involved, because we would love to share those little wins that you have with those charities. So you can find that at the very bottom of the morning news. It's a Google form. Please fill it out. Give us all the information so that we can share and celebrate how you are supporting our local communities and beyond. So quick note regarding that. And then another quick note, next Wednesday, we're having our live all partners meeting at the Atlantic Grill, and it is offered on Facebook Live as well. So if you can't make it, you can watch it there. But we encourage you, I believe, Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, we're having contracts class as well.
It'll be
Live?
live, yeah. Yeah, there'll be
So
coffee and
Massachusetts
soda.
sorry, Jason, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Massachusetts is going to be Zoom only. So we have Massachusetts contracts at 9, Zoom only, and then Maine at 10 and New Hampshire at 11 are both hybrid. So you can either come to the grill, Atlantic Grill, and see that in real life, or watch on Zoom for Maine and New Hampshire.
Okay, I'm supposed to be on vacation next week, but there is no way that I'm missing going to the grill for this meeting. So I'm going to be there.
Robert's going to break his
I am
vacation
so
to
going to
join
be
us.
there.
Yes.
If
I'll
you
be
haven't
there.
been to the grill, okay, so for any of you agents who are thinking, well, should I go to one of these meetings? First of all, it's the grill, number one. And number two, I'm not going to be listening to anybody. I'm just going to hide in the corner near the buffet and just mow. The food is so ridiculously good.
I'm pretty sure last time, Robert, I'm pretty sure you like went up for seconds.
Oh, there was oh God, what did they have?
The dessert.
The bisque. The
bisque.
Asian Thai noodles are good. Everything
Oh
they have
my
there.
God! It's if so. Listen, guys, if you just want to come for the lunch alone, and the information, come for the lunch. I'll be hanging out, and I'll probably have my mouth full, so I'm not going to be talking to anybody. Just no.
The chocolate mousse with the raspberries in it.
Oh my God! Come to the grill. I'll be there. I'm going to definitely be there.
We will
Anyway,
see
so
all of you
yes,
there.
please register if you are planning to come so we can get a good head count.
Yes.
Again, you can find that in the morning news. So save the date next Wednesday.
Wednesday it is. All right, we're going to wrap this up here. Listen, this has been awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the awesome information this morning. Jason, you've got night school tonight, so everybody check that out with the latest and greatest information. Reach out to Alana and make sure that you get your head around the new tools that are available for Facebook and for marketing inside of an opportunity. And of course, Zoe is stuck up there in the giant desk at Meredith. So if you are going to be, what's that?
Come join me at noon.
Come join her.
Yes, I'll be in the training room. Join me at noon for mastermind.
Join Zoe today. It's going to be a great mastermind up there. That's it. Apparently, Sue Doyle does not need to buy a cake now.
Bummer.
All right, you guys have an awesome day. Get out there and do some good stuff. We'll talk to you guys soon.